Watch the ride.
Hey everybody, as you can probably tell from the state of my hands, I've been doing a lot of work recently. I got a day of boat work, that was good because I haven't had any boat work for a while, did that a couple of days ago. I also had my first commission, which was completed and is on its way to its new owner. And a lot has changed in the workshop. It might not look it from here, but I'm actually going to take the camera off the wall and show you what's been going on. Okay, so a lot has changed, although it may not necessarily look like it to start with. So, as you may know, this garage is shared. And I've mentioned this before because people say to me, oh, Christ's sake, tidy up that garage. I'm like, this isn't mine. This actually isn't mine, but this is the CO2 bottle I have free use to use up. And then it'll be gone, which is going to make me sad, but God knows how long that's going to last for. These things, and these things, and these things, and all these things, and these things, and all these things in the back, none of that is mine. These toolboxes are mine. Now, these are the 3 toolboxes I have been working out of for the past couple of years while doing the metalworks. Literally, every time I do a job, the tools come out of there, they go on the side, I do the work, then they go back in the box at the end of the day. Whenever I need a tool, I sometimes have to go to the bottom box, and as you can imagine, that gets very annoying. But I'm actually getting more space in here now. What's happened is, well, the tools that were on the board up there before, they weren't mine. They're gone now. So now I've got a board up here with all my tools on, which means I can work at the bench. And when I need a tool, I can just reach up and grab it. And it's there. And I've got my all my different grinder wheels and stuff. But we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so basically, I've now got more floor space. Everything's gone back against the wall more. And it is slowly, bit by bit, going away. Because what I would like to do one day is put a workbench in down that side as well. So I've got separate areas to work at, like stations. Probably could do with a bit more space for the power tools down there, but we'll get to that. But being able to just grab the tools off the wall is going to make a huge difference. I've also got this cupboard now. So I've got all my paints and stuff that are in here. Painted clocks, wire walls and abrasives, and this is sandpaper and polishes and stuff. This is just random. So actually this is the drills and spare wire wheels. I use a lot of 115mm wire wheels. Yeah, drill bits, random bits and pieces and stuff. My engraver. No, that's not really its permanent place. This is literally just been done, so this isn't like the final arrangement. But my God, is it an improvement. So the bench grinder sander, that's good. I would like another one of these, you know, the type with the polishing wheels on each end. I don't really have the space for it. That's why I'd like another bench so I could spread out the work, like the pillar drill and stuff. This pillar drill, I've had it for a while now. It's a Silverline, and I did a video on it. I've got a video on it. It was not particularly expensive, and my review of it is, it's a pillar drill. It's better than not having one, but as far as they go, it's not great. It's not particularly powerful. It can stall out if you're not careful. It is variable speed, nice and easy. And it can drill through reasonably thick stuff. I've drilled through these plates with it. These were the mounting plates for my old Vice. But if you remember, it broke. Well, the Chinese company ripped me off. They never actually returned one. Sent me a new one. So I have my brother's one until it goes. And then I'll need to sort that out. But for now, not a problem. Okay, so a quick run down the board. We've got hacksaws, obviously, spanners, wire clippers, which I use for clipping like TIG wire and stuff. Normal pliers, needing those pliers. Tin snips I use for cutting out the aluminium. Verniers and circlip things and mold grip clamp things, they're great. Scissors and hole punches, and I've got my pens here and tape, because it's always handy to have those on hand. My square and tape measure and Allen keys. Let's say all the brushes, and I've also got more up here, discs and stuff I use with an angle grinder because I use those a lot. And also a place to put the locking rings for the angle grinder when I'm using a wire brush on it, so I don't lose those. And then over this side, files, screwdrivers, rivet gun, brushes, my little files. And this can be used here. It's permanently plugged in. Ooh. But if I need to get it further over, I just hang it off of that screw and then move it back afterwards. But for now, to have it just there, so you just switch it on. Handy. Or if you don't know how it's lit in here, I've got this panel light, LED panel light, you can get on Amazon. Amazing things, gives great coloured light for filming on. That's how the camera's mounted. Very high tech, as you can see. But I've got the Jubilee clip, which is for when I want to do a really, really close angle, but I don't want to be zoomed on the camera. I can turn it upside down and hang it upside down for that, but it's a 3D head. That's my TIG welding plate. And yeah, the rest of the tool there. The TIG welder can now live on the bench. Ignore the NATO brass that someone sent me. Ah! The bottle lives there, and it is securely attached with a piece of string to the bench. But it's better than it, because if it gets knocked, it's not going to go anywhere. But if it fell, it could obliterate my regulator, or even do some nastier things if it got it just right. We don't want that. So, continuing down the bench. This is my sort of randoms drawer, but it's punches and random attachments for the drill. That's why all the drills are in there as well, my drill bits and stuff. Scalpel sets and stuff for templates and marking, and there's zip ties and things that I was sent. Those 3 drawers are still full of stuff that's not mine. In fact, 4 drawers, one of the device, but the one of the device is rubbish. So I've got this drawer and this drawer. Have I shown you what's in this one? Oh, no I didn't. My vise for the pillar drill that doesn't fit because they don't... Silverline. Come on, man. Can't you make things for your own tools? So I've got some soft jaws that someone sent me, but unfortunately these are actually way too big, so they don't stay on there. I think they're like 6 inch or something like that, maybe a 4 inch. I have my little tablet in here with an Ethernet cable from the house, and then I can put the Wi-Fi spot on this, and it means that I get Wi-Fi to my phone when I'm in the garage, because I wouldn't normally get it because Virgin Media's routers suck. Oh, this random thing. These are actually very expensive. This is a pipe sealing collar for a fire. Basically, after the what was it, the Glenfield Tower fire, I think they realised that fires were getting through floors by getting through PVC piping that went between the floors, and apparently this, you attach around the pipe. It's got a split in it there, so you can put it around it. And then when there's a fire, it somehow expands and seals a PVC. I mean, I don't get how that's going to expand enough to seal up a PVC pipe, but apparently it can. For like 4 hours or something, it's guaranteed for. If you know any more about those, let me know. Okay, so continuing, as you know, I've got this wooden workbench, chipboard screwed to the workbench. It means that the workbench doesn't get absolutely destroyed. It also means that I can screw stuff down into it, because like this extra piece, as you can tell, is for dirty work. This is the old worktop, but I just flipped it. But that's from the commission clock. Oh, the other light I didn't mention is a 1000 watt. Jesus Christ, can the camera deal with it? It's trying. Wow. I've shown you in that cupboard. Oh, I haven't shown you in this one. So, I've got, this is all my stainless TIG welding stuff. I probably could do with a box for it, but actually, one of these boxes is now just my welding extra stuff, but I don't want to put it in there because it means it's hard to get to. And I've got my sockets, my socket sets, my torque wrench, and my breaker bar, and that sort of stuff. Random fixings and things people have sent me, nuts and bolts and screws and all sorts of things. Springs and rivets. So I've got pretty much anything I need when it comes to that. This box, I like this box, is my Dremel box. So if I'm working on a clock and I'm cleaning it up, I use a lot of sanding things and wire brushes and all sorts of bits and pieces. So that's very handy to have all that in there. And then in the bottom bit, it's not, these are just kind of the wrong size. I find things just don't fit in them quite right. They could have made them narrower, like made these big pockets bigger than that, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's a really handy thing. So it means that when I'm using my Dremel, or more accurately, my tack life, because I use that way more than my Dremel for actually working on stuff. I only use my Dremel for cutting out and shaping aluminium discs, because this thing has no button anymore because Dremels break. This is all my stainless steel nuts and bolts that I use to put the clocks together. I use A2 stainless steel on everything. It's also the same nuts that I make my TIG welded keychains out of. Still available. They're a bit cheaper than they used to be. Remember, P&P's included in the price. Buy one. Washers. And loads and loads of little baggies, different size baggies, because then you can put, when you've only got a few of each type, you just put them in the bag and write on the bag what they are. And it's got these security clips on it. I like those. Because if this ever fell over, dear God. Oh, these are Stanley, by the way. Not particularly expensive, but pretty good. Anyway, so the old toolboxes are living there, the mink welder, and I've got some of my scrap, my extra scrap stuff. As you can see, I've got tons of sprockets, loads and loads of sprockets. Not a lot of discs left, so if anyone feels like sending mini parts, because lots of people have been asking me like, oh, what parts do you need? I'm pretty good on sprockets, and I've got about 6 sets that I can make the welded clocks out of. So I don't desperately need those, but nice wavy brake discs and just brake discs in general, I'm getting a little low on those, and they're really nice. I like those. There's the piston from that Aprilia engine I stripped. There is a video on that, and a load of other stuff, clutch plates and stuff. People always ask me, do you need clutch plates? Never worked out what to do with them, so no at the moment. Although the friction plates, I had an idea, but I've got a TIG welder as well now, so that would work. No, we'll think about it. Yes, that is an old scooter. My brother is rebuilding, slowly. I've got more scrap parts inside, but that's bigger things, like big shafts and stuff that people have sent me. But the problem is with the big stuff, because people say, you know, oh, well, now you've got more space, you could build bigger things. Well, I could, but then I have to send them to people, and the postage is ridiculous. So yeah, it is only a little workspace, but it's my little workspace, and it's now coming together nicely that it's, oh, this chair was my nan's. It's one of those helper chairs, and someone says it looks like a Zimmer frame. It probably is built from the same people who make Zimmer frames. It's probably used as a walker helper thing, but I use it as a stool. Oh, I wish it had a backrest. Heat to the subject! It's my little workspace, and yeah, it's going to be a much easier place to work now, to do the commissions and stuff, to be able to just grab tools off the wall and just get on and have the welder next to me, and it's going to be good. So if you want a clock made, go to the video description. There's a thing there that says commissions. It's a video. You need to watch it to understand how you do it. You basically just have to take a picture of it, email me, and you get put on the waiting list. I say waiting list, there isn't actually a waiting list. The first commission, and the only commission that's coming via email, is done. I have another commission that I'm going to pick up next week, which is for a mate. But otherwise, there are no commissions in. So next week, I'm going, because I'm having a weekend off because I've had a busy week. Well, today's Saturday. Should we say I'm having Sunday off? Well, I'll probably edit. Shut up. Next week, I'm going to be getting on because I've got a load of sprockets prepped that I'm going to do painted ones on. You know, like this. These are the I found these today, so it's just convenient they're here. Now when I do like the rain effect clocks. Someone out there who owns a blue sprocket with that design on it, that was the test piece for it. Pretty cool, isn't it? So I'll be doing more painted clocks and more other clocks, and yeah. That is what's happened in the metalworks. A lot has changed. It's much better for me. I just need commissions to do now. But I obviously can get on and make my own. But yeah, as I say, with the scrap stuff, if anyone wants to send me any bits, I'm still quite happy to take chain and sprockets and stuff. It's not a problem, particularly if they're like Renthal sprockets. I really like those, but I don't get those very often. But brake discs and particularly nice ones, even if they're really badly worn, that's absolutely fine. You can send me them as greasy as you like. Oh, I missed this. This box, by the way, is my materials box. So I've got stainless steels and steel, aluminium, more aluminium, 6mm steel rod. All this stuff is not mine, but actually it's kind of accessible should I need a bit, because it's really old and rusty and God knows where it came from. Oh, I found my chopper. Okay, well there you go. My battery's going to die. This video's too long, but for those of you who are interested in this sort of stuff, for a little workspace, I think I've got this quite good now. Anyway, if you feel like supporting this channel, you can join my Patreon. I'm nearly at 100 patrons, very nearly. You can support me through PayPal if you feel like it. Or you can just like videos, or you can grab a keychain or a TIG welded keychain. Buy one. Anyway, I'll catch you next time.